Hey everyone, it's Greg from Stationery Shenanigans. Recently, I took a little trip to Atlanta because it's spring break. Go ahead and watch my vlog video about everything that I did over those 2 days. And I did some stationery shopping, of course, because that's what we'd like to do when we're on vacation. So I figured in this video I would just share some of the things that I got. And as you can see here, this is Kinokuniya, which is a pretty reliable carrier of Japanese stationery products, and they tend to have things that are like trending and newer. And yeah, so I used to go to the one in New Jersey. I think I've been to the one in Santa Monica. I've been to the one in Atlanta, obviously, and there was somewhere else I think I had gone, but I can't remember. But if you look back, I'll try to tag here my haul video of when I went to Kinokuniya in Santa Monica. I was actually on a work trip and I had no idea. I was looking around on Google Maps for somewhere to eat because I was hungry and I was kind of stranded because I didn't have a car. And I saw that there was a Mitsuwa and I Ubered there just to go to their food court. And then I realized when I got inside that there was an actual Kinokuniya bookstore inside. It was very small, especially compared to the one in Atlanta. But it was awesome, of course, because I feel like every time I go there, there's like a little bit different. I like going there because I can see what's new, what's trending. Sometimes it's really hit or miss. Like I'll get some great things, but then I'll see some really overpriced pencil cases, which I also have a video about. So anyway, let's go down and look at what I got on this trip. Also, I was in a spring break mood, so I was just like buying what I felt like it, and I'll explain why. If you like this content and you like my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give this a like, give this a comment, share with us the most recent stationery item you bought. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and your support means the world to me, so I really appreciate that. Let's get down to business. I'm just going to take some things out of the bags here. Sorry for the noise. Okay, well, let's first go to Kinokuniya. So the first thing I bought, I don't know why, when I was walking around the store, I really just wanted to buy like things that originally got me into stationery, like original things that I loved from the beginning. And this is an Apica notebook, and I know I have a bunch of them. Not this specific notebook, but this brand of notebook I first discovered on Tokyo Pen Shop back in 2014 when I started to get into stationery. And I believe I used to buy Apica's CD notebooks before I even bought Traveler's notebooks. And I remember one of my favorite movies, The Interpreter. When I was in high school, I saw a clip of them using the notebook. Nicole Kidman was reading from that notebook. And I was like, wow, it looks really fancy. And then when I realized I could get them on Tokyo Pen Shop, I just bought them more and more. I was obsessed with the movie Interpreter because at the time I wanted to be interpreter for the UN, and I had gone to college to study foreign languages for that specific purpose. I did not end up being an interpreter at the UN. I did something a little bit different, but in the same line of work. But anyway, so it was like inspirational to me. I swear I used to watch that video like once a week in my dorm room. I have it on DVD still. Anyway. Here is just like a plain Apica notebook. I believe it's B5 size. It's just, I liked it because there was nothing on the cover. And it's just, I even liked it inside because it's just plain lined paper. There's no number or date like in a lot of Kokyo notebooks. You know, I'm a Kokyo stan, but I realized maybe I should go back to my humble roots of loving Apica notebooks. So I just bought this notebook. Now, I thought I was going to actually journal in it while I was on the trip, but my schedule, I just ran out of time, so I ended up not journaling. I believe the cost of this, I actually took off the price tags, so let me check the receipt. I think this was $7. It doesn't really say the items on the receipt. It just says NBC Japan, but I believe this is around $7. If you have any questions about specific prices, please let me know in the comments below. Next up, this Sonic clip. Now this clip is very big. I will show a comparison with a Clampy, which, okay, here, oh wait, I won't do a Clampy. I'll do a Traveler's Notebook brand. So you can see that is a mighty she's mighty, and I just never saw these before, and I love having a Clampy or Traveler's Notebook brass clip when I'm journaling, and I just decided, let's do it. So this was $4.35. It's big, it's heavy, it's metal. Look at, compared to the notebook, like that's substantial. So, I don't know. I just went for it. And next thing are some writing implements. This is a Zebra Color Flight mechanical pencil in 0.5 lead. I have never seen this before. How often do you see a brown mechanical pencil? That was like what first stood out to me. It has a twist eraser, and it's very old school. It reminds me of the Pentel, what is it called? The Pentel 907. There's like, it looks like this, and they come in yellow for 0.9, blue, teal for 0.7, and black for 0.5. I pretty much think they're pretty ubiquitous in like the US. You can find them in a lot of stores. I remember using them like in high school even. And it's just like a standard mechanical pencil. It feels really substantial. It's got this like ribbed plastic section here for the grip. And let's do a writing test since you might be curious. So it's called Zebra Color Flight. I don't know anything else about it. I've never seen it before, but it writes like a standard mechanical pencil, so I just liked it. Next up, I got this Pilot Juice in this teal color. It is 0.5. I might already have one of these. I just don't remember seeing one that had like circles in the grip section and this blue color. I'm also thinking about summer. Summer's already on my mind as I enter the second half of the semester and I look forward to the summer. So let's just test Pilot Juice. Just a nice, what would we call that? Like a turquoise? Teal? It doesn't say the name of it on it, and the labeling at Kinokuniya is not always the greatest, so I have no idea. But I believe this is around $2 or so very affordable gel pen, and Pilot is, of course, very reliable. Next up, this is, I believe, the Jetstream, Uni Jetstream. It's in like a dark gray barrel. Can't remember the tip size. Jetstream was probably my first, oh, right, so smooth on this, oh my gosh. Jetstream was probably my first, like, different kind of pen that I would buy before even fountain pens. And I bought my first one from Tokyo Pen Shop, and I'm a ballpoint pen lover, and it just felt so nice. And again, I'm trying to go back to basics with all my purchases and use stuff that brings me back to what first got me into stationery, because I felt very unmotivated as of late. So next up, now I've never seen this at all. This is the Pentel, which I still think is the unsung hero of Japanese stationery companies. Pentel does not get enough credit. Their products are awesome and affordable. This is a Float Tune 05. I purchased red. They had black, red, and blue, and they also had it in 03, but that is way too fine for me. I got red because I'm starting my revisions for a lot of publications and things like that, and I just like to do those in red. And it is a needlepoint tip, kind of like an Energel. Very lightweight body. Again, I love the gray grip section. I believe they're all white. They might be black. I can't remember off the top of my head. It just looks very sleek, and I just liked it. So this is the Float Tune, and it seems like it's a gel ink. It writes very smoothly. Yeah, I love this. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever seen the Pentel Float Tune. Never saw that. Again, when I go to these stores, I also try to get things that I haven't seen elsewhere, or maybe I might not be able to buy elsewhere. Okay, next up we have a fountain pen purchase. I did buy some platinum ink cartridges, so that's giving it away. It's a platinum item. This was $7.95. This is blue, black, and 10 cartridges. I ripped off I wanted to open one up and look at it earlier, so I ripped off the tape. But I just knew I was low on specific platinum cartridges and decided, instead of ordering online or whatever, I'm just gonna get them here. Blue, black, I couldn't decide between black and blue, black. I just went with blue, black. That's not really new to me, but this is. So this is, I think this is a collaboration between Platinum and Kokuyo. because Kokuyo makes these, that has this notebook line. I saw them at Kinokuniya, the Perpanep, and they're like, I think they're gray or black covers. I can't remember. And then you see the Platinum Preppy. So it looks like it's a collaboration. Again, I'm not an expert. Unless Kokuyo owns Platinum, which also could be another thing. I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. This is a fountain pen in white with the 03, kind of just like a regular Preppy. But most Preppies I feel like are clear barrels. And I don't know if I've seen one like this, and I really liked it. The body, I was just like, I love this. I don't have it inked up, but it's just like a classic, very generic looking fountain pen. And of course, one reason why I love Platinum is because the ink doesn't dry out. They're very well known for that. And I just thought this was like a nice thin barreled fountain pen that's kind of discreet. It's not thick like some of the other ones. So if you took this out and used it, again, I don't like drawing attention to myself, especially when I'm at work or something like that. But I don't know. I'm intrigued by this. So we'll do a test in a future date. I honestly almost bought a converter, but they were really expensive at Kinokuniya, and I guess they're probably always that expensive. They were like $15 for a converter, which was more than this pen. Let's look at the receipt and figure it out. I believe this is in the $9 range. So this was either $9.15 US or $9.75. So under $10, which is impressive. The Pilot Kakunos were like $15. I just wanted to buy a different kind of fountain pen to start using for my summer work and my comprehensive reading list that I have to edit over the next 2 months for my PhD. Okay, so that was our Kinokuniya purchases. Oh, wait. There's one more major purchase, which I think I'm not going to show in this video because I'm going to do a separate video for it. So check back on my channel. There will be a separate video dedicated to one major purchase, bigger ticket item that I got at Kinokuniya in Atlanta. Okay, now on to purchases from other stores while I was there. This is from Ebisu, which is like a Japanese life store like Tesso, which I used to always go to Tesso in Atlanta, and this is the first time I noticed there was a similar store nearby. They might be newer. Ebisu, I've been to it in Philly last year, and I actually got there right when they opened, if you've seen my vlog. So I was like the only person in there, and it was very calm, and I was able to go through each aisle and just really enjoy myself. But anyway, I had got this at Tesso Life, which is the other one. Sorry for the confusion. I've never seen this. Now, most of their stationery is not Japanese. It's Hong Kong. It's a Hong Kong company. And there are some Japanese stationery items, but because they market themselves as like a, kind of like a fancy Five Below type place, like a, I don't know, home store, I don't know what you would call it. Maybe like a Daiso. Most of their items are like, a lot of them are Chinese too. So I think this is a Hong Kong brand. But anyway, this is the AV Mild Push-Pull Gel Pen in 0.5 and black ink. I saw this on the display, which you can see in my vlog, and I was like, what is that? This is intriguing. So it is exactly how it sounds. It is a push-pull gel pen. And then when you're done, because I was looking at this, I was like, okay, how do I like push this in? You don't. You just go like that. I've never seen this design before. I was very intrigued. This kind of stuff excites me. They had a few different colors. And because if you're an OG on this channel, you know I like to buy the refill. I bought the refill with it. This was $1.79 and the refill was 99 cents. And it kind of looks like it could be the same ones that they use on like Pilot G7s. I'm not sure. They only had it in black and only had it in the 0.5, so I didn't have any other choice. But let's take off the tip and test this out, because I was just really like, what is this? I've never seen this before. Who knows, maybe now you'll start to see like the trend of this kind of pen body in Japanese market items. So, oh, writes very nice. Just a very nice gel pen. So yeah, I thought that was different. You'll notice I'm going very much like neutral colors in this whole scheme because I'm also thinking about, I don't know, sometimes I just want a neutral palette and I want to be able to take these things to work and I want to like seem like a professional, and sometimes I can't always have that with, you know, sparkly fancy Japanese designs. Okay, next items that I purchased at Ebisu, which was the new to me store. And you might have figured out what I got just from watching my video. This was intriguing. This is called the Flake Seal. Let's see what brand it is. I don't know. It's Japanese, but it might be a Chinese brand. These are like little labels, and I liked the aesthetic of them. Let's open up the package so you can see them. And I thought this would be really good. Obviously, you could use them as labels, but they would be really good like in journaling. So the back is a sticker. Here's a little bubble. Another one. And they have these like muted pastel colors. I just thought they would be good to put in like a traveler's notebook. Actually, these might even be better in a planner, because then you can write on it and stick it in your planner. So it comes in different shapes and sizes. And these were fairly inexpensive. I don't have the receipt in front of me, but I want to say they were in the $2 to $3 range for this whole pack. So that is the Flake Seals. Probably there's something equivalent, some washi item or something like that. I might already have something like that too, to be honest, but I just liked it. We were going for the vibe. Okay, next up from that same store, we got these little Japanese solid watercolor paints. Long story short, I cannot find my Art Toolkit watercolor palette because I wanted to bring it with me on my trip, because I only wanted to watercolor. I didn't really want to write, and I couldn't find them, and it was making me panic, and I thought I might have thrown them out by accident. It's very possible, but we'll see. So I saw these and said, okay, I could always try some other watercolors. It doesn't have to be one thing or the other. So this is a 12 color palette. So you can see the colors here. Oh, I liked it because it was compact. And I liked it because it had a top cover. A lot of palettes are just, you know, the bottom. I don't think these are professional. Oh, they even have a nice little opening kit here. And it comes with a paintbrush. I don't know. This just seemed very nice. And I wanted to get it. And it was very inexpensive. I believe it was around $3. It might have been like $3.39 or something. And I'm also thinking that this could fit in a traveler's notebook zipper pouch, and could also fit in one of my newer pencil cases. My Kokuyo, I forget what it's called, pen case. And last but not least, when I saw these, I just knew I had to get them. I didn't get them at first. I came back down that aisle later, but this is the Tombow 12 color pencil set in a little tin, and it came with a free little sharpener. I've seen this before, and if I recall, it was more expensive than I saw in the store. This was only $6, $6.99 maybe at this store, and I feel like I've seen them for more. You know, for the longest time, I loved using my little Dollar Tree color pencils, which I still have. And lately, I have been using these Milan color pencils that I purchased at Kinokuniya Atlanta a couple trips ago. But this is very big, and I was just thinking I would like maybe something more compact that could fit inside a pencil case, because that is the downside of these big ones. Even though it's nice because it has like its own carrying case, sometimes I just want a single pencil case or a single pouch to put things in when I'm on the go. So I thought this might be fun. No idea how the quality of these are. I mean, Tombow is pretty reliable, right? So I'm assuming they're going to be good. But let's open it up so you can see what the tin looks like. Sorry for the noise. Okay, so this is the little tin, 12 color pencils, Tombow. I also love yellow. You open it up. Oh, I like how they have the numbers and the colors, because I guess they have a bigger line of colored pencils. But yeah, just nice little colored pencil set. I can't wait to use these in my traveler's notebook. And a little sharpener. So that is my little stationery haul for spring break. I hope you're all doing well. Be on the lookout for my separate video I'm going to make about the higher ticket item that I bought. I was really intrigued. I thought about it for a long time, and I just went for it because Kinokuniya had it. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Take care.